It's absolutely freezing where I live. I just had to point that out. My heat is cranked right now in my apartment. I'm pretty sure in my apartment building, and there's just wind coming through my window like a motherfucker right now. You have no idea. I am in full-blown winter right now. And don't get me wrong, I love the winter, but I also really need to stay warm. Like, I'm freezing. My hands are freezing. My feet freezing. Everything is just freezing. I'm not used to this shit. Although I think snow is the most beautiful thing in the world. So I'm loving it too. I think I lost my lighter. I'm going to blaze one for the nation just to keep it real and clean as we start this video. And sometimes it's hard to figure out which cards I want to use. Oh my god, the people downstairs are fucking arguing. These people fight so much. I swear. My patio doors froze, so my sister can't go out on our balcony and smoke. I was hammering at like 7:30 this morning trying to get it to open, so I think they're just mad yelling at each other now. Fucking idiots. Why stay together if you're going to yell at each other? Why did I grab these cards? That's okay, well, we can start with it. All right. I just like, man, people don't believe I'm as happy as I am. Like, they're like, oh yeah, like you must be getting laid all the time, and I'm like, I haven't had sex in like a year. What are you talking about? I'm just a naturally happy person. And it's not just because I smoke weed. I mean, maybe it is. And I don't drink liquor. So maybe it's just the fact that I do smoke weed. I don't know. People don't believe it. They're like, they don't believe that I could be happy and not be having sex. I'm like, how much do people think you need sex? Like, really? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how much I need it because I haven't had it forever. So. Trust me, this smile isn't because of orgasm. And you can have an orgasm by yourself. So why the fuck does it matter if you're sleeping with somebody, right? Like, people are so stupid. They're so in one box, you know? I'm outside that box. Woo. Sometimes I get really hot and heated. But surprisingly, I'm not. So I have to keep my sweater on. Usually I just have to warm up sometimes, but it's not working. Look at that. As I said, heat myself up. Look at this motherfucker. Judgment. He's the three-headed dog. Isn't that crazy? So it's judgment for somebody. You're crossing over. Oh yeah, so this three-headed dog, okay. With this deck, they didn't give me a book with this deck, so I had to look up all these characters. And like, I'm really glad I did, because this character, this three-headed dog, Cerberus, actually guards the gates of hell. Okay? Or he doesn't guard the gates of hell, he guards the gates of the underworld. Okay, where the death passed through. So then look at all these people are walking up to him, and he decides who crosses the threshold and who doesn't, right? So I'm gonna say that you're out of judgment. Whoa, okay. This is a Libra reading, so Libra is judgment. It's the scales of judgment. Oh, awesome. I fucking love this deck so much, and you're going to see why soon. Like, I'm such a kid at heart. Ooh, awesome. Okay, I know why you wanted this deck now. Okay, so there's a magical man I am doing a reading for. And I felt a male presence when I first started this, so I'm going to go with that because this little warlock card just popped out, and a warlock is a male witch. Okay, and a male witch, that means that you can do things, and whether or not you think you can do things, you actually can do things. So the universe is like, listen, you may not believe. Oh, look at it. I put this deck straight up. I'm going to show you the cards, but this was on the bottom, and it's the Nine of Swords. So something's really coming through for somebody right now. Okay, so we walk through the gates of judgment, and look who we find. The character Gollum with the Six of Wands, okay? Gollum is a fictitious character, usually made of clay, that crushes souls, okay, with his bare hands, right? So the Six of Wands in tarot is about victory, okay? So you have honestly victoriously passed through some type of gate, okay, some type of portal, and you could have been a skin changer. And by that, remember when I said I don't drink? You could have drank before and turned into other people. That's usually when it happens, okay, is in alcoholics, which is the people in the basement are alcoholics. They drink and it's only at night, and then they have these god-awful fights because they turn into other people. They don't have fights when they're sober, only when they're drunk, okay? So you could have been that person that was changing into something, and what you would change into is the pumpkin head. Okay, which has a lot to do with this Nine of Swords, which is why I thought it was really amazing that the Nine of Swords was on the bottom of the deck. So there's 2 nines here, okay? So with the Nine of Wands, it's about protecting your land. Okay, so you could have all of a sudden changed into somebody that became very protective of himself. Okay, and where you come protective of yourself is where your boundaries are. Okay, so you probably didn't let a whole lot of people get in past your boundaries, or you did when you got drunk, you let people in your boundaries. And now, because you don't get drunk, people aren't able to jump into your body anymore. I hope that makes sense, because it's probably only going to make sense to 1 or 2 people. Okay, and that's what ends up happening. That's what booze does. That's what alcohol. That's why it's called spirits. That's what alcohol does. It allows spirits to openly enter your body, and you usually will just black out. You won't really remember most things, and they blame it on alcohol. They blame it on the fact that you're drunk, but I don't think it's actually the alcohol. Or I think it's actually you become defenseless. You can't defend your land. You can't defend your temple because you're drunk. People can just jump into you and take advantage of you. Okay, so now you've realized that anybody now that comes near you to try to jump into you to change you, you now crush with your bare hands. You've gained some type of power, and that power is unpenetratable in your eyes now. So people can't get attached to you anymore. Okay, so there's some type of freedom, and that's why you pass over, is because now once you pass the gates, those people that were jumping into you can't cross those gates. You passed something in order to pass through. You did something yourself. These people that are garbage pickers, that are succubus energies, right? They didn't pass that test. So that 3-headed dog isn't going to let them through. Right? Wow. Wow. What's the time? My lips just became very dry. I don't know why. Oh, yeah. Ha! I haven't even mentioned the last card yet that's on the table. Ace of Swords. Ooh, I'm getting this song, The Outsider, and it's by an artist called Blanco White. If you look it up on Spotify, it's the point of the song isn't why I'm channeling it right now, but you did have outsiders around you that had the ability to make you change. So that outsider at the door now is gone because you passed through a gate. You know, that's what it is you no longer have to just keep a door shut, because you have to keep your doors monitored, but open and shut. You have to be able to open and shut your own door. You would have had to just keep your door shut all the time. Now, since you passed through this judgment, you can open and shut your door now. So I think there's going to be opportunities coming to you now because your door is not shut anymore. Oh, look at that on the bottom of my deck that I made to pick up to shovel. Look at, there's a bully. Like, you had bullies around you that would have camouflaged themselves as friends, but they weren't friends. They were bullies. And look at alert. And it's alert in reverse, so it's not like they're going to be texting you and going, what the fuck, I can't jump into your body anymore, you don't want to go get drunk, okay? They're not going to be able to say that to you, but if you take your energy away from these people and you don't give them the ability to suck you dry, wow, like it's not going to come in as a text message, it's not going to come in as an email. These people aren't going to tell you. You learn from watching tarot readings. Okay, and listening to your own intuition. That's how you get that type of communication. It's not as obvious as what some things are. Oh my gosh, and then look, the bouncer card came in. So my ex-boyfriend started this security company back in the day. It never went anywhere and it went into the drain, but I always still see him as a bouncer. And I was never even sexually attracted to him, but he was my bouncer. Like he bounced at places that we went to all the time. And like that guy, if I wanted somebody kicked out, he kicked him out. If I wanted somebody if some chick was looking at me in the wrong fucking way, I'd be like, yo, get her out. And Mike would just fucking walk right up to her, pick her up and take her out of the bar. Like you got a personal bouncer now. And I think that that's you. And I think that you now can pick and choose who's in your fucking bar and who isn't. Right? Because you're not drinking anymore. Ooh, conspiracy theories and panic. Okay? This person or these people that have been siphoning off you, oh, look at you got the luckiest card in the deck. I created this card because I was like, nobody has the sweetest card in the deck. Like, nobody has well, I don't know. I don't know for certain, but like, I haven't come across a deck where there's just one card that's like, if you get this card, you're fucking golden, okay? This card, you're got a lucky son of a bitch because you got some type of power back, or you got a personal bouncer, which could be this three-headed dog that now is picking and choosing who gets to come past those gates and see you and who doesn't, right? Because this bully now is going to get anxious. They're going to get worried. They're going to get obsessed with you. They're going to be wondering why you're not calling them, why you don't want to go out, why you don't want to siphon them. And let me tell you, eventually they're just going to give up. Eventually they're going to know that you've moved on and that they can't use you anymore. And this is going to cause this person a lot of worry because they either they were a part of a group or it was just one individual that was able to just do really whatever they wanted to you. And a bully is one of the worst cards to get because a bully is one of those people that no matter what you do, you can't get rid of a bully. Like until you truly fight back. Like I had a bully chase me for years in elementary school. Like I'd cry myself to fucking sleep. Like my parents didn't give a shit. Like I got chased. She punched me in the face once and surprisingly I didn't even feel it. Like bullies are awful. Like what bullies do to you, like you take that shit to the grave sometimes. Like you never get over being bullied, especially if your parents bullied you too. And then you got a bully in real life. Like what the fuck? Like people will get bullied back. And that's the thing is anybody that does shit to you will get it back. Trust me. All right. So I think that's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to kind of leave it like that. This was an awesome reading. Oh, look, I just pulled the sword of truth. The truth and nothing but the truth. Like, I don't lie. I only tell the truth. I've never... Oh, look at there you are. The scales of justice. I'm telling you, this is full force a Libra reading. You need to watch this if you feel like you've got some serious power back into your life. Because let me tell you, no one's going to be able to penetrate your doors now. Peace.